Hello and welcome to another video. Today we're having a look at the QCY HT01, wireless earbuds with active noise cancelling, wireless charging, low latency mode and more. The box itself is actually quite simple, but on the front we can see the earbuds. On the side is a list of highlights with some icons, and on the back are some specifications. QCY made their own app for customizing some functions and tracking the earbuds location, and this QR code is a shortcut to this app. In the box everything is nicely packed and protected with extra plastic. Even the earphones are covered by a plastic film. The included accessories are quite typical, and first we have some extra rubber buds. In total we have 3 sets, and they are all in different sizes. If you don't have wireless charging, this USB Type-C cable can be used. It's nice to finally see USB Type-C becoming the standard, even on budget earbuds. The user manual explains everything we need to set them up, how to use the touch controls, and factory reset them if necessary. QCY seems to have gone for a more premium look this time, which is noticeable just by looking at the case. It looks quite nice, it's made of good quality plastic and has a bluish but almost black color. On the front are 2 LED lights that will light up while charging the case and the earbuds. On top is a QCY logo, and on the back we find the USB connector for charging. Inside is a 600 mAh battery that should recharge the earphones 4 times and give us up to a total of 30 hours battery life. I did my usual battery tests and I'll tell you the results a little bit later. Even the lid feels quite sturdy built, and it's of course held closed by magnets. It doesn't hold itself in the open state, but does stay open when placed on a flat surface. Opening it also activates the pairing process. So to pair the QCY HT01, it's not necessary to take the earphones out of the case. This makes the pairing process very easy and quick. Moving over to the earphones, that also looks quite nice. I like that instead of just making a hole for the microphones, they made this copper-colored tunnel at the bottom. Around the sides there's not much to see, but under we have the charging connectors and the in-ear sensors. They don't have any official IPX rating, but it's listed as waterproof. Anyway, I think it's best to be careful around water, especially since the tunnels for the microphones are so big. A lot of people use earphones for calls. A microphone quality is good enough in silent areas, but wind and background noise can be a challenge. Here's a couple samples I made so you can hear for yourself. This is a microphone test for QCY HT01 in a silent area, so we can compare it to a bit more noisy area in a bit. I have now moved outside so you can hear my voice with traffic noise in the background, but I hope you can still hear me clearly enough. In my opinion, this may be some of the best looking earbuds I've seen from QCY, and the only thing missing here are ear hooks. Having ear hooks would make them sit more secure during exercise, and make the user more secure about them not falling out. While the earphones are placed in the case, the 2 LED lights on the front of the case will show which earbud is still charging. There's also a light on top of both earphones. They're not easy to see while they're in the case, but they're there. Charging the case itself takes about 2 hours, and we can see the charge progress on the front. I believe they start blinking blue when they're fully charged. It's also got wireless charging, which is especially nice with a phone that's got power sharing. No need to bring any cables or power banks, and makes it easy to top up a bit, if the battery is completely empty. In the specifications it's written that the battery can last up to 30 hours at 50% volume, but I don't think it's a realistic volume for playing music. Maybe podcasts, but not music. So I did my usual tests with the volume at around 70 to 80%. With the ANC modes on, I got about 4 hours and 10 minutes. With the ANC modes off, I got 4 hours and 30 minutes. So it's not that big a difference with it on or off. In total I got about 17 hours at this volume. Playing at lower volumes will of course make the battery last longer, and maybe up to 30 hours. One thing I like with the QCY earphones is the app it comes with. In here we can see the remaining battery for each earbud and the case. We can customize the touch controls to control music the way we want to, or to turn on or off gaming mode and active noise cancelling. For noise cancelling there are 3 extra options in here, and they are ANC, which is standard ANC. Outdoors is a type of ambient sound function that makes it easier to hear traffic noise while listening to music. Normal is a bit misleading because it just means ANC is switched completely off. Another way to switch between the ANC modes is to hold the left earbud for 1.5 seconds. The active noise cancelling works quite well, but it doesn't remove all the noise. I can still hear some of it, but it's good enough that I actually want to use it. A positive thing is that there's no noticeable change in the sound quality while the ANC mode is on. The search button in the app will play a loud alarm in the earphones if they are still connected to the phone. This is only useful if you drop them nearby and if they are still connected to the phone. We also have the possibility to track the earphones by using the map, so if you lost them, the app should show the position of the last time they were connected to the phone. The app also allows us to switch on or off ear detection and gaming mode, and update the firmware if a new one is available. If you have the app installed, it will also show a nice pop-up when it connects to the phone, showing the remaining battery for both earphones and the case. Like we saw in the app, we can set the controls the way we want it. So if you want double tap to raise volume or single tap to change songs, it's all possible. I especially like being able to adjust the volume without touching the phone. Anyway, the touch controls work very well, and I didn't have any problems with missed or accidental touches on the QCY HT01. Having in-ear sensors that automatically put the music on pause isn't really a must for me personally, but it's nice to have anyway. It works well and the response is very quick. Regarding latency, there's no noticeable lag in videos, so they are very good for watching YouTube, Netflix and such. In games they are okay enough, but with some delay, even with the low latency mode switched on. QCY actually recommends getting the QCY T5 for gaming instead of the HT01. So if gaming is your thing, I would also recommend getting something else. Regarding connectivity, they have Bluetooth 5.0 and they're mostly very stable. But I have experienced losing the connection very shortly a few times. It's just a few milliseconds when it happens, but it can be annoying if it happens. Comfort is not a problem, they sit nice and securely in the ears, and I didn't have any problems with them moving or falling out. Since they are of the in-ear type without ear hooks, there is a possibility for movement, especially if they're used for exercise, but they are comfortable to wear for hours at a time. The QCY HT01 may look a bit bulky, and they do stick a little bit out of the ears, but not so much that they look strange. Personally, I like the design with the copper-colored details. When it comes to sound quality, they don't disappoint at all. The codec used is ANC, and the 7mm drivers provide a clear and nice experience. Bass is powerful and they go quite deep with a good rumble. Vocals come through clear and the separation is good. Mids and highs are also good without any discomfort. But at a very loud volume, they're sometimes overrun a bit by the rumbling bass. Of course it depends on the type of music you listen to, and a tweak in the equalizer will fix this. Overall, I would say the sound is on the warm side and very good. Even at loud volume I didn't notice any distortions. Overall, the QCY HT01 is a good product with a premium feel to it. The sound quality is more than good enough with deep rumbling bass and good clarity. Battery life is good but could be better, but it's decent enough for the price. So the QCY HT01 gets a thumbs up from me. Even though there's no buttons to click on these earphones, there are a couple below this video. Make sure to click the subscribe button and the bell for more videos. And that's it for this video. Have a nice day and see you in the next video. Bye bye.